Hello everyone, my name is Rafa. I'm a Brazilian national record for dynamics and also have broke the record for dynamics no fins. I'm part of Alchemy team and today I'm going to be talking about dynamic bifins. I hope you enjoy it. I broke down all the skills you need to improve your dynamic bifins technique. So I'll be talking about very briefly about relaxation, the push off the wall, the glide, the feeling, and then the turning. And afterwards, I'm gonna try to cover a little bit about your dive stage, what you need to know about it. Relaxation. As we know, relaxation is very important for freediving. Everyone knows it. So this is the way you're gonna keep your body relaxed. By being relaxed, you're gonna remember what you need to do. If you want to know a little bit more about it, I have written an article where you can see more information about it and how to practice relaxation. So here's the link, so click in there and you're gonna see what you need to do to relax. The push is very important because it is the start point of your journey. So if you remember, the first step is relaxation. You need to have a body relaxed to start your journey. But before you start your journey, you need to put your body below the water. Once you have a body below the water, we're gonna have to heel your fins against the wall. It's how you're gonna do the push off. So when you do the push off, you need to be careful for not putting too much pressure on the blade. So you need to remember as well that before you do the push, you need to put your body in the right position before you do it. What do I mean? What I mean is when you put your body below the water, we're gonna get streamlined first. You're gonna have your arms above your head, streamlined, and then you're gonna push. So as soon as you do the push off, you need to remember to put your legs straight and point your toes. So why do you do it? When you point your toes, we're gonna be putting the fins aligned with your body. It's gonna help the glide to go further. So you're gonna feel the momentum on the glide. So when you start losing the momentum, is the time to fin. So for example, the Formula One, the cars are designed to drive through the air, to interact with the air. That's why they have that shape streamline and they have the aerodynamics the way they've been built, as you can see in the Formula One. So it's not different here. In free diving, if you have your body streamlined properly, correctly, it's gonna help you to move smoothly through the water. During the glide, when you start losing the momentum, you need to start finning. So you need to know how to synchronize your fins. So it helps you to control the buoyancy, keep the right speed. So the way I've learned to do it is when you're kicking, so let's say you're finning, okay, one of your foot, the toes, you point the toes, when you start reaching the top of your foot pocket and another foot is reached the bottom, is the time to synchronize. You need to change it. So it's one reaching the roof and another one reach the bottom, okay, and then it's the time to synchronize. So you need to switch it. The turn is very simple. You just need to know when to do the turn. So when you're finning, you're gonna get by the end of the lane. So then you're gonna see a mark in the bottom. Could be a T mark, but sometimes some swimming pool, they don't have it. You can use any weight. So why do you need to see the mark? We see the mark to see where the wall is. So it's the time you're gonna start moving towards the turn. So when you see the mark in the bottom, it's the time to look up and see where the wall is. When you see the wall, you're gonna try to reach with your hands. When you reach the wall with your hands, you're gonna adjust your body to face back in the line. So when you're facing back in the line, you're gonna do what we've seen before. Get your body in the right position, streamline, and then you're gonna push off with your heel. Bear in mind, don't put too much pressure on the blades because otherwise you can break it. After you push, then you need to point the toes for your glide to go further. So when you start losing the momentum, you're gonna start finning. Yeah. So putting it all together, you can see in this video how I've done it. So it's the same. So the start point, that is the relaxation, then is the push off the wall, and then we do again the glides, and you do the turn, and you walk back. You're gonna do the same again. Is put your body below the water, get streamlined, push off, glide, and finning, and so on. So you might wonder how to put it together and how to go further. It's very simple. You need to learn how your body works. You need to learn when you start your dive, applying all this technique where you are without counting or think about the numbers or distance. It's just by feeling. The first stage of your dive is to identify when your body goes to a freediving mode. What do you mean by a freediving mode? So when you start your performance, normally people would have their first contraction from 45 to 75 meters or up to 85, it could be 100. It depends on the person. When you have the first contraction, it means your body is fully activated, on freediving mode. Is when the mammalian dive response kicks in. So the stage one, we learned how to identify when our body moves to freediving mode. I mean, when the mammalian dive response kicks in. So this is the urge to breathe. Many beginners or even intermediate freedivers, they give up on this stage. So when you pass this stage of the urge to breathe, then we go to the lactic acid stage. It's when our body, our muscles, they have less oxygen. So we have reached a point or a threshold that the muscles is working with less oxygen. So the lactic acid, so the endorsement of aerobic training among top freedivers appears anonymous. Many of them, they think conditional training is a very important tool to deal with lactic acid. You can do cross training. You can do running, you can do cycling, you can do fin swimming, or even stair training. It's going to help you a lot, to manage your lactic acid. After you have the stage 1 managed and the stage 2 managed, then you need to progress slowly, step by step, and learning to understand how your body is working, with less oxygen. Thanks very much, Alchemy, for this opportunity to talk about dynamic bifins, and thank you all for watching it. I hope to see you soon. Thank you.